Michael Zuber, one rental at a time. It is Monday, December 20th. Yes, folks, Christmas is straight ahead. I hope you are having a wonderful end to 2021. It is over in a short 11 days. Pretty amazing. If you watched any of my videos over the weekend, you know I'm come up with an idea that we are all playing the game of money. Yes, every one of us watching this, all of our friends, all of our family. The key to the game of money is either you are a spectator or you are a player. Now, in order to be a player, it means you need to be doing the work. You need to be building confidence. You need to be making your own decisions, whether that is real estate, stocks, crypto, entrepreneur, whatever it is. If you're not doing anything, if you are living the 40-40 life, which means you are working 40 hours for 40 years to live on 40%, you're still playing the game, but you are choosing to be a spectator. The other thing I have come to realize is that this YouTube universe that I have chosen to play in, it is full of individual creators and entertainers that want to feed you or feed others content so they can continue to be spectators. A lot of the creators out there that I have seen that have frustrated me, I now understand. They are entertainers looking to create content to get paid, and they are feeding spectators. What makes one rental at a time different? What makes my expert series different? What makes anybody who's following one rental at a time different is I expect you to be a player. I want to empower you. I want to enable you. I want to ask you to do the work. If you're looking to follow real estate or real estate investing, it starts with a buy box, daily discipline, focus, things of that nature. Getting part of a network that can help you, support you, all of those things. So again, I am 100% okay now, and I will admit to being bothered the last year or so, but I'm okay with being smaller, but working with players. People that choose to follow, that subscribe, that support the channel with buying books or whatever it is, you are a player. And again, I want to be very clear. A player does not mean getting a deal. Now, it's great if you get a deal, but a player is doing the work. A player has a buy box. A player tells and grows their network what they're buying. I want to be very clear. I am a player, but I only bought one deal this year that added to my portfolio. I still look every day. That's what I mean by being a player. I am not going to create content that keeps you on the couch, that makes you click another fear-based video, that really hurts you. A lot of these content creators, if you went back and watched their videos from 12 months ago, hurt people, but they won't be held accountable because they are entertainers. I am not that. I am somebody who does this business. I am bringing you 8 or 9 multimillionaires a week to help you, and I feel really good about this now. Now to congratulate 2 people that got deals. I'm doing all this with one arm because Sunny is sleeping in my lap. Dr. Sinden, congratulations for doing and getting your deal. The card will go out in the mail today. And I'm going to say Jerneal, maybe it's Jerneal. Jerneal, congratulations for getting your deal. Your card will go out in the mail. Again, we are about players here. We are about doing the work. We want to celebrate others doing the work. Their success is not our loss. This is the best community out there. So thank you for being a part of it. Subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. So we got our answer this morning. On Saturday, I proposed a session where we interacted with each other. I said Santa, which meant Santa Claus rally, or pain, meaning we were going to have a sell-off Monday morning. As I shared yesterday, 70% of you said pain, 30% Santa. Well, at least at the start of this morning, pain is clearly winning. Santa Claus rally still has a chance, but we are setting up a pretty good fear-based market. So we will talk about that. I did see a comment pop up that I guess I will address right here. There was a question about the course, how to get started one rental at a time. is currently $2.99. It will be going up markedly January 1st because we have a whole list of content creators coming. But what I will do right here, since you guys asked, is I have a discount code back from June that I've never turned off. If you want to buy it today, you can use June 50. That's all one word, JUNE50. That will get you $50 off, the cheapest price it has been in a long, long time. And that will be turned off here shortly. So if you want to join the course, join the Facebook group, you are running out of time. You are just flat out running out of time. It is going to be a lot more expensive in about 12 days. So probably should sign up today. Back to the question. So again, Santa or Pain, we got Pain. Next, I propose Saturday morning. You can go back and look at it. That's something I was looking for Monday, was for the Chinese government to cut rates. Nailed it. Nailed it. Folks, I've been telling you for quite a while that the Chinese economy was crumbling. It is far worse than they are letting on. They have broken the back of the individual citizen. The fact that they cut rates in this economy or this worldwide economy tells you how bad it is. And again, if you were watching my channel, I told you it was coming Saturday. Nailed it. Happened this morning. Looks like Build Back Better is dead. Lots of people are celebrating that. I would caution you from over celebrating. Politics is never dead. What will likely happen, again, one guy's opinion, is it will be voted on as it currently exists sometime next year. It will fail. Lots of people will scream and yell. And then what they will do is they will just create 3 little other bills or 6 other or 9 other or whatever. I think it is very clear that at least some of this is going to get approved. Maybe not all of it. But yes, we are looking at more spending heading into next year. Just not another 1.7 or 2 trillion or whatever the Build Back Better was. But I fully expect more spending to come, just be cut up into smaller chunks. Goldman Sachs must be watching this channel because if you've been following my feed, you know that I'm very concerned about a potential recession next year. Looks like Goldman is now cutting GDP forecasts, which I really think is interesting. So check it out. Goldman now says GDP will grow 2%. That's with, like a 2, like 1, 2. And they expect inflation to be at 7. Now they are talking about CPI. If you watched my channel last week, you know CPI is actually 10, but hey, who's going to argue? Last time I checked, GDP up 2, inflation up 7. That is -5. Yeah. I think the Fed has to engineer a recession to really pull off getting back to kind of normal. We have pain ahead. We have pain ahead, in my opinion. Looks like Fed, people are still looking at housing and look at, hey, Fed's going to raise rate. Housing has to explode downward. That, again, is a talk track from creators who want you to be a spectator, not a player. So I thought I would do the math for you. Let's take a $300,000 mortgage. Today, if that mortgage was 3.1% fixed and fully amortized for 30 years, the payment is exactly, where is it? $1,281. Let's fast forward and assume that rates went up 0.6. So now they are 3.7%. Now that mortgage is now $1,381. So the payment went up a whopping $100. Now, yes, that $100 is enough to get some individuals a no answer from a bank. However, again, if you've been watching my channel, you know that I believe we have wage inflation like we haven't seen since the 70s. So again, wage inflation, what does it mean? Well, let's assume you are a family of 4 and your average income is $70,000, which is today the average income of a family of 4. If your income went up 5%, your gross income goes up $3,500 or roughly $300 a month. that $300 a month in increased income can easily afford a $100 a month mortgage payment. So yes, real estate transactions will slow down, no question. But will real estate values crash? That is nonsense. And we've talked about that many times. Looks like Evergrande continues to shrivel up. Its day of death is out there. It's close, but they are continually cutting off assets. Looks like Evergrande today or over the weekend lost two large parcels of land that they have owned for a decade. They owned them outright. They gave them back to the city. These plots are 300,000 square meters, and they gave them back because they didn't want to pay the taxes or whatever it was. They gave it back to the city. Don't know if you watch CNBC, but that's something that I do scan in the mornings. I saw this morning that Jim Cramer now has shared that he caught COVID last week. I thought that's pretty interesting because Jim is very, again, if you watched him all year or the last 2 years, he is hyper vigilant, meaning he was cleaning his groceries and masking and triple vaccinated, all of that stuff. So apparently he caught it. He went to an event where people were PCR tested and all of that, and he still got it. So this thing obviously is fast moving and highly contagious, but thankfully he has very small symptoms or weak symptoms. This feels like something that we should just stop talking about, move on. Again, if you're doing everything right and you still get it and you're doing okay, maybe we should just stop talking about it, do our business, take care if you can, right? Do the precautions. But man, can we stop trying to scare people all the time? Looks like investors are, if you're an investor today and you are watching stocks or candles by the minute, you are probably getting very stressed out. I don't think investors should be doing that. I know with the apps and things that are out there, it encourages that kind of gambling mentality. I still stand by the fact if investing keeps you up at night, you are over invested. Again, you can still have money in the game and be a spectator, right? If you are following somebody online or YouTube or whatever, and you are taking their words and putting money to work because of what they said, you are a spectator. You are perhaps the worst spectator of all because you are not doing the work. You're sitting in the parking lot listening to a radio and listening to your phone, and you're buying based on some other person's words. Are you serious? Let's do the work. Let's do the work. Looks like Oracle is starting to dispose of their cash. Again, Oracle is one of those tech companies, really one of those conglomerates almost that doesn't do a lot of stock buybacks. They choose to use their cash to acquire companies. They're doing the biggest acquisition ever. If you guys don't remember, Oracle bought Sun Microsystem back in the day, PeopleSoft, things of that nature. They're now buying Cerner for $28.3 billion. Woo, that's a big number. So as it looks right now, we are set up to really squeeze the consumer. This is something I have been telling you I think is coming. It's now kind of right in front of us. It looks like with the Build Back Better not being approved or voted on this year, that the child tax credit, I think that's what it's called, will stop in January, or it already has stopped. We have student loans supposedly going to be due February 1st, payments. So there's a lot of extra things coming that will sap savings and again cause consumers to have less disposable income. On top of that, we have wages that will increase prices and inflation. So again, we have the 2022 that I've seen coming for a while now, kind of a slowing GDP, high inflation environment. Not a lot of fun. I've been telling you I see this for quite a while. We've got to get through some pain so that we can put a floor in and grow from here. Again, last thing, again, we brought it up thanks to a comment earlier. The course is going up January 1st. I've rattled off a ton of new content. I have amazing content creators adding more stuff. I just downloaded a file talking about depreciation, bonus depreciation, that we will be adding to the course. Again, if you can use this as a small-time operator, I have used it on a duplex I bought this year. It's going to save me roughly $36,000 in taxes, or about 11 or 12 grand in cash. I don't know about you, but that's a pretty good deal, right? So again, if you don't know what that is, it'll be in the course January 1st or January 2nd. Again, this is something that is actually going to save me about 11 grand in cash. And then lastly, Fannie Mae. Fannie Mae is out saying higher interest rates are going to hurt housing. I guess I would say, duh. But what they're saying is housing transactions, this is all about transactions, they're going to be up about 7.1% this year, but they expect housing transactions to fall 1.4% next year and 3.8% in 2023. I actually disagree. I can only talk about next year. Again, I think next year is a recession. So I actually think a recession will actually create more sales, not less. But we shall see. So again, Fannie Mae is calling for real estate to slow down, just like I've been telling you for about 8 or 9 months now. Again, a real estate slowdown is great for players. You and I have been trying to buy investment properties in the hottest real estate market I have seen in 21 years. It is hard. You can still do it. Course members are doing it all the time, but it is hard. What we have been looking for, we have been wanting for, is a real estate slowdown. We want time. We want to be able to look at what's going on, write good or great offers, and it's tough to do that when stuff sits for 7 seconds. The market is swinging our direction. We are going to find more and more motivated sellers. I'm excited by what is coming. I expect to add a lot more than just one duplex next year. So have a wonderful day. Remember, I need your help to help 1 million people. If you like what's going on in this channel, you like any of the videos we create 5 a day, Instagram, books, all that stuff. Share them on social media. Tag me. Take selfies. Do that amazing stuff. We are creating more and more swag so you can support. We got white hats, black hats that say do the work. We just created a t-shirt. And I turned my inflation shirt into one that says, you can use inflation. Ask me how. Again, check out onerentalatatime.com. There's a link for a store. So we are going to help 1 million people, you and me. I can help 10,000 by myself, but us together, we can help 1 million. Let's do it. Comments, thumbs up, subscribe. Let's have some fun. Bye-bye.